Commission Member Laisha Garcia,
Present.
and Commission Member Juan Lopez.
Present.
Just want to mention he was not added to the agenda. It's a typo, but Mr. Juan Lopez is active on the commission members list.
Mhm. Thank you for the correction. Do we have a quorum?
Yes, we have a quorum.
Perfect. Oh, please stand up. Join me on the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Consent agenda, item 5.1, approval of minutes for September 15, 2021. I read the minutes and I wrote the minutes, so I just need a motion to approve them if you had the chance to. Okay, I believe they were also attached to the agenda. Am I right, Mr.?
Yes.
Mhm. Okay.
Are we making a motion?
Yeah, please.
Oh, okay. I make a motion to approve the minutes for September 15th.
Okay, I will second that motion. Any discussion of the minutes before we move on? No? Okay, then those in favor to approve the minutes as presented, please say aye. Aye. Okay. Minutes pass. Okay. Presentation of Year of the Month award. In one of our prior meetings, Mr. Lopez, you were going to help us. Anything for the Year of the Month?
I put it on. I filled out the information online.
Oh, you send the information online. Perfect. So then would you like to visit that property and give us your feedback, or you want us to go with you? And
Yeah, that's fine. Whenever you want to meet with me, we go together.
Usually we go two of us. In the last three occasions has been Jesus Cervantes and I, or Miss Joanna Esrock and myself. So if any of the three of you would like to go along with Mr. Lopez to the property that needs to be recognized as Year of the Month, I don't see any problems. Or I can go with you, because it's such a beautiful experience. Sometimes you will hear the owners how excited they are that they are being recognized for the Year of the Month. So, okay, so try to don't go alone. Okay, go with somebody, one of us, or even if Mr. Mesa is available with any of us. Sounds good?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Commission Chair, just clarify, would this nomination be for September? Would be for the month of September?
Will be for the month of actually November, because at this point I don't know what is the address, and we haven't visited the property, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be for the month of November. And but thank you very much for following up. That then the Year of the Month is alive. Thank you. I do have the signage. So once we recognize the yard, then we're gonna go and present the signage for the owner of the property, and along with the certificate. And so picture time for also the owner.
Sounds good.
Perfect. If you have any questions, call me or call Mr. Mesa or Ms. Ezra or Mr. Cervantes, and we're going to be more than happy. But if, I don't know, Ms. Moreno would like to accompany Mr. Juan Lopez to that property just to see it and give us your little feedback, or
when would that be?
That's something that you guys can set up the time and anytime. Or Garcia, the same goes for you. And I'm glad that you're here, Mr. Sergio. We're discussing the Year of the Month, and there is an applicant. So we have someone already that had the application ready for us to just go into the property and observe it and make some notes. Then on the month of November, we can recognize that month. Okay, so what I'm saying to Mr. Juan Lopez, not to go alone in the property. We're always going teams of two.
Okay.
Okay, so Ben, it's your call. Whoever you would like to invite to go along with you, and just give us your input on it for next month. Sounds good.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect.
Commissioner Chair,
Yes.
oh, sorry for interruption. Just want to mention that the public has expressed interest in an activity or a contest for the with a Halloween theme for this month. At this point, I received a recommendation from city administration to just mention it to the commission if there's an interest, just to get a contest going for the rest of the month. That would be revolving around the theme of Halloween. At this point, it's already a bit late, I would say, but I just want to bring it to your attention. There's been several residents expressing interest, like we usually do for the month of October for around the Halloween theme, and the Christmas. Normally we focus on the holidays theme.
Last year it was, 2 years ago, I believe we participated, and last year also.
Yes.
Yeah, we participated. It was a beautiful experience. Some people, some Somerton residents, they take pride in their homes and whatever. So I don't know how can we help the city with this. So I'm willing to volunteer. Whatever they need, and I don't know if you guys would like to come along with our little.
I have a comment.
Yes, go for it.
My suggestion is to make it a theme of Day of the Dead and Halloween or / Halloween, because that way you give, a chance to the people who don't, that for religious reasons, they don't do Halloween, so just give them also a chance.
Yeah.
If, some of them don't do Day of the Dead, but at least you have both traditions there.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Day of the Day or Halloween.
I don't know if the commission would be interested in partnering for this activity or contest. It could be part of the Yard of the Month. And maybe the other nomination could be for November, as you mentioned, and it would be short notice, but we could try to pull it off.
I think it's a great. Let's go first with Kate. So the second item here. Maybe not as well. You know what? You're right. It can fall into the Yard of the Month because they put actually their decorations and everything in front of their house.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. It's just that from our point of view is basically we need your presence there, okay, as a commission. So probably 2 or 3 of us going together along with the staff. And I've been there for the last 2 years and has been a very great experience. And every year, believe me, that there's something new. Somebody come up with a great idea. Just the topic, probably, reinforcing what Ms. Moreno said. Why not actually, Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, or Halloween, any of those two? Then, if you would like to be part of it, just let Mr. Meso, myself know. And from my end, yes, definitely would like to be part of it. Okay, as a commissioner. So I don't know if you want to join us, but it will be next week. And it's a very short. Doesn't take more than 1 hour. It's very just. They already know the route because people actually submit their applications via internet, so the staff already is prepared. They just give us the kind of the addresses, and we follow those addresses, and then from there we make our we're gonna be judging basically what do we think based on our suggestion. What do we think is the best Halloween yard or the best Dia de los Muertos yard? Okay. So from my side, yes, you do have this. Let's go for it. So we don't cancel this. And some people already remember last year the comment of one of the residents. They spent so much money, and they were afraid that the city was not going to do this activity. So I don't want to be placed in that position that some people spend because it has been going already for a few years. It's not the first time.
No.
So So if we need you, can I count on you guys? At least give you a call and then you say, you know what, I'm ready or not ready. It's just a beautiful experience. You want to take your kids along, baby, my guest. Okay, if you have any, I mean, it's a fun activity. And also a good chance to know our city a little bit better because we go from north to south and east to west. Everything in 1 hour approximately. Garcia, what do you think?
You should put it in
In the group
chat.
Mhm.
That way we're reminded of like where we start the route, in case
Mhm.
we do go with other people. And
Okay, yeah. That you have actually everyone's numbers, am I right?
Yes.
Okay, including
Juan.
Mr. Juan.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Sounds like a great idea. Mr. Molina?
I'll be honest with you, it's not my strength, my strong point, but if you need me, I will. It's just not something that I'm very
Neither.
interested in.
It's
But
not-
personally, but
yeah.
I'll help out whenever I can.
Yeah.
And if you need somebody, I'll help out where I can.
Yeah, it's just to be a judge. What do you think? Maybe
I
you
don't
see
think I'd be
something
a
that
great
was-
judge.
Yeah.
Gotta be honest. I'll be honest with you. I gotta be honest with my shortcomings.
Yes. Okay. So, and Mr. Juan,
Yeah, if I'm available, I'll be there.
perfect. And Miss Moreno.
Yeah, I mean, any day of the week. I won't be here the weekend. I'll be here this week.
Okay. Then thank you. That settles in. Let's see what surprises awaits for us and as this Year of the Month for Halloween or Dia de los Muertos celebration, Day of the Dead. Okay, let's move on to old business. I actually added here one more day discussion for and possible action to reschedule a work session meeting for art and wine. We're almost there. We make the changes to the layout. Thank you, Ms. Garcia, for helping us with that. Your notes were very helpful because it actually give validation to what we said. And Joanne and I, we actually met, and I read Mr. Mesa already has those changes that we decide to have on the work session. I think it was very productive, really productive. We took a little bit longer than it was planned, but I think it was very successful. And thank you very much for being there and your input and your ideas. Definitely they were heard, and I was very happy that things now are rolling. So I just need your commitment for one more work session because we need to start thinking about how we're going to be approaching and filling out the different blocks for the time and for the presenters. I went to this art exhibition at the Yuma Art Center last Friday, and I met with some people, and definitely it was a very, very positive response. And the question that I got is, what paperwork do I need to fill out? Because I mean, for participants, I believe that the city already have experience on this. I'm assuming that there is a form that participants need to fill out. So we need to be familiar with the paperwork that we need to pass to the participants and as well as the ones who are going to be part of the live entertainment. So that workstation, it shouldn't be that long. It should be no more than 1 hour because it's basically we need to get familiar with what can we do from our side. Okay, so if you know someone that plays a guitar, whatever, so you already have the paperwork. Look, if you are interested, here's the application. And this is the times that we have available. Okay, something like that, and from there we can take it out because I already have one musician that plays the little guitar. What is it called? The
Ukulele.
ukulele. Yes, and she was performing over there, and she was amazing. So I spoke to her, and she was extremely excited. She contacted me like half an hour later on the same day on Friday, and yes, definitely I would like to be part of that celebration in Somerton. I heard a great thing about Somerton, and she kind of says that the Tamale Festival and things like that, and she says I would like to participate. She's not native from Somerton, but but it will be a great asset to our entertainment block. So 5, 10, 15 minutes, so it can help us to fill out those 5 hours.
Are you also including in that the application for renters? Is that what we're talking
We should be
about?
familiar with everything, with the renters application, with the participants application, with the entertainment application. I don't know if it's the same. That's what we need to actually, all of us, we have to give the same information to the public. Okay, because in order for this to be successful, you have, if you know someone that is either a vendor and you have the application, there you go, you can give it. If you know someone, that a friend or whoever, or someone that is going to be performing for us, then here's the paperwork. It make things easier for them and at the same time easier for us, so we can keep track of what's going on and all that stuff. So-
I have a question.
Yes.
Could we have that information that we would give to vendors and people who want to participate and all of those people in writing so that we can
Yes.
stick to the...
That's the whole purpose of the work session, to have all the information that we need accessible to you. So we don't get like, let me call Jesus, or let me call Mr. Vasquez, or let me call Garcia, or whoever. No, there's all of us, we have the same information, so we disseminate the same information. Okay?
For the work session, will we be like talking about committees and everything for that event, or?
At this point, I don't think committees will be the
Not committees, but
no,
assign a member to a task because
to a
there's-
specific
yeah.
task. That will be, yes and no. At this point, is all of us, we have to start actually promoting and advertising. That will be my major concern. Okay. Committees, probably once we're like ready, we have like next month. Okay. Then the committees we can actually establish. Now, if we have the time, why not actually set up the committees? But
Mhm.
we still have 3 months. The thing is, we need the important thing is we need to align the artists, we need to align the vendors.
That's why,
If
like,
that's what,
one for,
Okay.
entertainment, one for the vendors, one for.
then let's have the work session if you want, and we can go that direction.
Okay.
So what do you think? To set up committees for vendors, for who's in charge? And
Yeah.
I agree that with Laisha, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, that we need to give, members some responsibilities so that, everything is covered.
Okay, so the paperwork and committees. Okay, and let's keep it to 1 hour. Okay, if necessary, a little bit more, but no more than 1 hour. Okay, now I need dates. Let me check my calendar too.
Next month?
For the next work session, and hopefully will be the last one. Because even my kids are saying, "Daddy, you're going again?" So I said, "Yeah, that's it. It is." So the 27 is available for next week. I'm actually available any Wednesday. It seems to be easier for us because the Tuesdays the city council may be actually having a meeting. So Wednesdays, I would like to keep our work sessions also on a Wednesday basis. So it's not a big problem for all of us. Next month, November.
Commission Chair, we shoot for the November 3rd or November 10th, because at this point, November is going to be key considering December's full of holidays and all that. And I do agree that having the committees or assigning duties is extremely important at this point. Just delegating some of the duties. And of course, we would work together. Staff and the commission.
Okay. And do we have actually, is that election week then the 2nd? It should not interfere with us on the Wednesday. We go for the 3rd. This is in my calendar here, election day. So I like the 3rd. So it gives me next week to relax, take a break. Okay, I had been very busy, but it is what it is. If it's okay with you, the 3rd, same time, same place, from 6 to 7, work session to discuss paperwork and possible commissions.
Yeah, probably November 3rd.
Okay,
That way, in case we need to meet again, we have more time.
perfect. So the 3rd, Mr. Molina? Perfect.
That's fine with me.
Mr. Lopez?
That's fine with me.
That's fine with you. And Ms. Urquizo Moreno?
Okay, with November 3rd.
November the 3rd. Okay. Perfect. Okay, November the 3rd, it is then. At City Hall. Okay, 6 o'clock. Okay. For today, we're going to skip item 7.2 due to the fact that Mr. Jesus Cervantes is absent. And okay, and also for new business, we're going to skip items number 1, 8.1 and 8.2 for the same reasons. And the last item that I need your help, so Mr. Mesa can actually start moving on the right direction with funding. Discussion and possible action to allocate Summerton Parks and Recreation Commission funding for the 2022 art event. Let me step down a little bit. Is it you or who's the oldest one? Molina, okay. Molina, you're gonna be serving as chair for a few minutes since I'm stepping down, okay? Okay, members of the commission, Francisco Vasquez. At this point, since we are actually now moving forward and we agree that the funding that the city is actually allocating for this event is not enough. Okay, in the last work session, we were presented with several estimates ranging from 3,500 all the way to 5,000. The city staff can actually help us set up a nice event with the minimum of $3,500. And the way that the funding that we have allocated, I believe, is 1,500. Correct me, Mr. Mesa, if I'm wrong on your funding.
Yeah, no, that's correct. The
Okay.
tentative ballpark figure.
So then we don't want I mean, by experience and we know that this is not enough for an event like this. At this moment, the commission has over $4,000 funding. So we need to help, a little bit. We need to pitch to at least make up the 3,500. What I'm requesting the commission is to actually set aside at least $2,000. So Mr. Mesa, along with his funding from his department, can actually start moving things forward with the expenses that it requires this kind of event to guarantee that we have an event and it represents the city the best that we can, and as well as our commission as well as best as we can. Yes.
But do we expect any revenue, like to
Yes,
make up any of those funds?
Yeah, we may have actually. I like the ideas that we were brought during the work session that maybe we may have a silent auction. Okay, that's one. The other also is that we're doing all this also with the purpose to help the Summerton what is it called? Cultural Center. Okay. And if we actually sell our activity, I think we may have more than we're investing. Okay. Anyways, it'll be a little bit of revenue also on the beer. So the monies that we are actually getting, hopefully we can help the renovation of the cultural center. We have the building, okay, but unfortunately it needs to be upgraded. Okay, some of the art that we may have ended up doing here, they will actually be part of the cultural center. Right now, there is no art painting. There is nothing. There is no decorations on the wall. There is just a mirror on one of the walls, and that's basically it. Okay, the city kind of work on the buildings, but definitely, I mean, the floor, you cannot even dance because there's like missing tiles right there. So there is a lot of help needed right there. And if we sell that speech, I think there will be some great donors that will help us with more than $2,000. I mean, if we came even, it will be a very successful event. Okay, I mean, on the 4th of July, we make more than $3,000 on the beer sales. So, and this one, if it's an event that has 200 people, at least we may end up with 400 plus the silent auction plus any donations that they will. And then also, we remember we agreed that $25 per booth. That should give us also a little bit of money there. So we may actually. It may be it was not the intention to be a fundraising activity, but at the end, it may end up being that to recuperate the money and to actually help a very, very good cause. And I invite you guys to visit whenever you can the cultural center so you can feel what I felt. Okay, the need to have an art center in Somerton. And if someone says, you know what, I will donate a piano there so we can have the piano lessons or a guitar or something, that all that is in-kind materials. That when we had actually let me just give you a little story behind. We had actually a baseball clinics here in Somerton like 3 years ago. Okay. In talking to one of our guests that came from San Francisco, okay, he actually said to me, you know what? I think I can help you. And we followed that conversation. We become good friends. And at the end, he made a donation of close to $8,000 worth of materials based on that. So there is people out there that is willing to help us. But we need to be vocal and we need to let them know, hey, yeah, thank you for being here. And this is the reason why we're here. Okay, let's put our cultural center into a higher status, not just a empty building right there. And when sometimes a lot of times I will hear that, hey, there is nothing for us to do in Somerton, only sports. So now we have the opportunity to say, besides sports, we also have piano lessons, we also have guitar classes, we also have flamenco classes, things like that. That's the opportunity. We have the building, we have the desire, and I think we have the means to get there. So that's the reason why I'm actually requesting you to allocate some funding for this activity, the Art and Wine event. And as I was telling some of you guys in the last work session, if we get 200 people attend our event, it will be a very successful event. Because that people who attend that event, they can actually become donors to our cause or good vendors. I mean, they will. But I mean, my expectation is 200, but some say that no, it probably will be like 500. Who knows? But let's set a goal to 200. Okay. I spoke my heart. Okay, now questions.
Do we need a motion or are we good? Okay.
Yeah, because it's
all right. Motion to approve Mr. Francisco Vasquez. Do we have a second?
2,000 for 2,000.
You need to say the amount.
Okay. So the amount is $2,000.
That's correct.
Okay.
I see yes.
Okay. All in favor? Aye.
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 Okay. Motion approved.
Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, Mr. Mesa. Now you have and thank you guys. I think we're in the right direction as a commission. Once again, I have said that joining this commission has been the best that I have done in many, many years because I see the need. And And I know you're here also because you care for our community. So thank you. Thank you very much. Oops, thank you very much. Okay, thank you, Mr. Molina. Wow. You guys, okay, thank you very much. Let's move on with the next item, future agenda items. I asked Mr. Mesa to add this to the agenda for the fact that if there is events coming up within the next few weeks, so we at least know what's going on. Since we are part of the Parks and Recs Commission, we should be able to be familiar with future events within the next few weeks coming up. So let's start with Mr. Mesa. Future agenda items or items that we need to know.
Just on Saturday, the Binational bike ride for the mayor is going to be taking place. And it's going to be coming through Somerton. Of course, it's going to be starting here, and the final destination is San Luis Rio Colorado.
The bikers or?
Yes, it's a bike ride.
Oh, bicycle.
Yeah,
bicycle.
Bikes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I confirmed the times. I don't remember off the top of my mind, but it
starts in Yuma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, at 8 in the morning.
At 8, yes. And I have no items to add
Okay.
at this moment.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Before we adjourn, for the good of the order, Mr. Mesa, anything else?
No.
No. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
For these future items, I am teaching some extracurricular classes at the Summer Middle School, and my students struggle to get the material. So one is an art class, painting, drawing, and the other is fashion. So I don't know if it's appropriate to ask the question to maybe help my group. So if that would be a future event, maybe to discuss.
Okay, so you want to put an item on the agenda? This is the time.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not exactly sure how it's done.
I will guide you with that. So, so you're going to be requesting funds for your.
If
Okay.
it's appropriate.
Yeah, it is because if we say no, then I don't want to open a can of worms. So you just need to step down and then request formally and all this stuff. So there is a process to go. So okay, request of donation. Okay, Mr. Lopez, anything for the agenda?
Yeah. Can we add? I wanted to talk about a baseball clinic that I'm hosting in January.
Okay.
It's going to be a while still, but just to keep you guys.
Okay. So
posted.
you'd like to inform us about it for next agenda? Perfect. Okay. What is the name of the project that you would like to tell us about?
Summerton Baseball Clinic.
Oh, Summerton Baseball Clinic. Oh, like the one that we had actually a few years ago with Mr. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And okay. Mr. Molina, anything for the future agenda items?
Not at this time. I did talk last time about an idea of a basketball clinic for girls, but I want to table that right now. I'm actually coaching the Summerton 7th grade girls. I'm going to be pretty busy. That's going to take me up till the end of November. So I'll bring that up.
Okay, on the next time. Okay.
Yes. So
Thank you very much. Okay, sounds good. Ms. Garcia, anything for the good of the order? No? Okay, and definitely I would like to add on into our table the Year of the Month. Okay, and I'm gonna be contacting you to let me know what's the update, if we went with you, and what's the name, so we can actually process the certificate, have everything ready. And if you would like to invite the owner of the property, so he can be recognized in the next meeting, okay, and we can actually have the picture formally here.
Okay.
Sounds good. Okay, Year of the Month. And I just want to say also thank you to Mr. Mesa for pushing that poster, the one that, remember that he showed us in the last work session, the one that looks, I didn't know it was like a glass of wine. I don't know if you took the time to see it, okay, with a brush in it. So it was, now looking at it, how well designed it was really good. And I passed some of those flyers into the last Friday event at the art center. It's called the North End, actually. It's like a group of artists, and definitely they would like to be part of the Summerton Art and Wine. They would say, why not? This is awesome. So really, really very positive feedback on that. So thank you for having that ready, and that's what I would like also the commissioners, to feel like, hey, we have now something tangible, like those flyers. So we can actually put the dates now officially and the time in which it's going to be, so we can start now passing them, start promoting it from our end. Okay, so thank you for the good job done in that area. And if you guys don't have any more questions, it is 6:37. Any motion to adjourn? Say the magic words.
Motion to adjourn.
I second that motion. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Being 6:37, meeting close, adjourn. Thank you very much. Awesome job.
Thank you.